Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh. What a morning. I've had a fucking crazy morning. Thank God I had therapy.
It's been a fucking weird, crazy week. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know if Mercury is in Gatorade again. I don't know what moon ass planet Jupiter alignment bullshit is pulling on people's hair follicles, but I need people to get their shit together and I need everyone to chill the fuck out. Like literally just what, 2 days ago, girl, I heard screaming outside of my window at like 7 a.m. I look out there and there's some crazy man running around wielding a lead pipe at people, trying to rip this bag out of this man's hand. Guy from the Ralphs across the street is taking hanging plants and swinging them at him. I was like, what the Jerry Springer is going on outside of my apartment? Like, what the fuck? Girl, it's
Oh
been a
my
week.
God. That's like being at the zoo, but you're really just in LA.
This is literally real life. This is real life. I feel like this week I'm being punked, and I'm just waiting for Ashton Kutcher's supposed to be popping out at any moment now, saying that I'm being punked. The fuck.
We're
Anyway,
all in a simulation.
we are in a simulation, and shit is
Mm.
glitching.
Shit is glitching. I've had a crazy week too. And it's been a short week for me. We didn't get home until Monday from Indiana, and I've had 3 days of work. So I shouldn't be complaining, but I'm just like, how is it not Saturday yet? I don't know what's going
How?
on.
In other news, this time next week you'll be here.
I am so excited. I can't wait. I'm
I
ready.
know, me too.
I'm ready to be in
Same.
LA. Like, I'm so excited to see you. And we'll be
Really fun.
together in
We are. We're going to
person.
be recording together. So when you all see
Yeah.
next week's episode, or the next week after the next week, you know what I
Hmm.
mean. When you see the following episode, we'll be in the same room.
We'll be in the same room, potentially cocktail in hand. I feel like that would make for a good show. A little buzzgarooski, a little
Yeah.
tipsy totsy.
The opinionated drunk Cass.
Are you gonna step out of sobriety
You
to
know, that's
drunk
funny that you asked
podcast with
that
me?
because am I going to step out of sobriety to do a podcast? I've actually been asking myself that question this week is, am I going to drink when you all are here? Just because, I mean, I've been to parties, I've been to clubs, I've been in all scenarios where I'd be sipping back and I just haven't.
I'm sure you feel
So
so
I don't
good
know.
too.
TBD, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm not pressuring you. I might a little when I get there.
I'm just doing it. Honestly, it's all because I gain weight easy and drinking makes me fat quick. Period.
It makes everybody fat, honestly.
But it won't come
No one
off.
escapes
It
it.
won't come off. It will not come off, no matter what I do.
Well, I won't pressure you. It'll just be CJ super sober on the podcast and I'm going to be toasted.
Okay. And then me making fun of you.
And then me not
That
knowing
would
you're
be
making fun of
hilarious.
me.
Right.
No, I can't wait. We're so excited. Well, I guess we don't have a ton of plans as of yet. We're going to Disney Thursday, right?
Going to Disneyland, California Adventure Thursday. I have a couple dinner reservations, but other than that, I don't really have anything else planned. I figured we'd kind of go with the
Yeah.
flow.
We're gonna podcast together, which means I don't know how editing's gonna go. So stay tuned on socials because we're not quite sure if it's gonna be released Tuesday or not. That's obviously our goal, and I'm sure we'll be able to. But if it's a day late, we'll let you know on the IG and the talk. Okay. I was actually in therapy today, and shout out to Dr. C. Love ya. And she was like, "You seem so energetic today. Like my energy levels, even though I've been like a little stressed this week, my energy levels are like unreal." Okay. And this is the week that I should be spiraling out of control mentally just because of where I'm at in my cycle. I should be going insane, but I should be crying in my bedroom by myself with all the windows shut, but I'm not. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've been getting NAD injections. Do you know what that is?
No, what the hell's an NAD? Is that like
Okay.
some one of those things y'all put in your skin so you don't get ovulating?
An IUD? No.
Yeah, one of those bombs.
No. No. It's not even close. No, it's not like a hormone thing. No. I don't know how to pronounce the full non-acronym, so go to Google for that. But basically it helps with like cell regeneration, so it's basically like this anti-aging thing. But my Botox girl, Mia, was like, "You need to try this. I'm telling you, just give it a try." and it's going to like change your life. NAD is something that your body already naturally makes, but you just don't have enough of it as you age. And so your sleep gets worse, like you lose energy levels. That's when I think it has something to do with skin. I don't fucking know all the details, but I'm telling you, after a few little shots right next to my belly button, I feel really fucking good. I have so much energy. I'm sleeping so well, and I am not in like a severely depressive state in my luteal phase of my cycle. Like I could fucking climb the moon. I could go to the moon and fix the moon Gatorade right now if I wanted to.
I wish somebody would, because I'm over it.
Yeah. So I highly recommend. Like I couldn't tell you enough about it. So you can take supplements, but I guess they don't work. You got to get it injected. It's got to go right into. You can do it like intravenous too, like in an IV. But I've been getting the shots, y'all. But yeah, I think you should try it.
I mean, I'll do anything that gives me more energy and makes me hate annoying people less.
I hate people all the time at the same amount, but like I hate them less outwardly.
Good.
You know? Yeah, I hate less loudly. Yeah. So highly recommend.
I hate less loudly. That's fun. I like that. How was your weekend? Wait a second. So you went to Indy this past weekend. How was that? Because you went to see Connor's family, right? You guys did that.
So we went for, this weekend was the Grand Prix for the Indy 500. So Indy 500 is every... Yeah. That sounds like a lightsaber. No, so we went for the Grand Prix, but Connor and I stayed around and went to like a couple areas outside of Indy and just had ourselves like him and I weekend. And then like the day of the race, we met up with his family and his friends, which was really fun. But it was really nice. If you guys haven't been to Indianapolis, I feel like it's such an underrated city. It's so clean. It's like big but small, and great food, great bars. Bar scene's awesome. We had a really nice little weekend.
Do they love the LGBTQ?
They do in downtown and like right outside of downtown.
That sounds about what it's like in many other cities that are not largely populated. Don't leave the perimeter.
In the urban areas for sure. But like, I mean, honestly, like I'm sure at some point you will come to Thanksgiving in Rocheville and you're going to find that every person in that town is so kind and loving, and they would just like welcome you with open arms.
Rocheville, it sounds like a new drug for skincare.
Sounds like something to inject and not take orally.
Hello.
What'd you do this weekend?
The weekend was pretty decent. It was low key, down key, all the keys, not too many keys. We didn't really do much. Like Friday was like chill. I had a big house party for a few hours on Saturday for some of my closest friends. I've been friends with them for a long time. Someone's birthday. It was a surprise birthday. Super cute. And then Sunday we had nothing planned, but my best friend Tyla, we were like, hey, let's hang out, to see before he goes traveling. And I was just going to go to his house, and all of a sudden he was like, hey, Nathan wants to get brunch. I was like, oh yeah, sure, let's do brunch. We'll go. And we just decided to go to the Abbey, and we go to the Abbey because they do drag shows every weekend for brunch. Abbey's a lot of people say it was the busiest and most profitable gay bar in the country. It's very famous. Chapel Roan, Pink Pony Club, that's about the Abbey.
Okay.
Yeah, Pink Pony Club is the Abbey. And so we went to drag brunch there. We walk in, and when I tell you, it was like Christmas morning. In LA, there's always moments when you end up popping in somewhere or a restaurant or something, there's celebrities there. Joey's favorite television show that he has been obsessed with since I have known him, the person that created the show and the newest cast members of this show happened to be at this brunch. And they are the Baddies. But when I tell you the Baddies were at brunch, it was the closest thing to a kid on Christmas I've ever seen Joey. He was not engaged in most conversation at brunch the whole time. He was just staring at Natalie Nunn. Like, it's literally Natalie Nunn and all the Baddies acting a foolish game. And these people are wild and out. They are fucked up out of their mind on some champagne brunch. They are throwing money at these drag queens and these girls. I was like, go off. Get your bag. Every Sunday there's this point where they say, whose birthday's in the house? And all these bitches come up, gays, girls, and the like. Everybody comes up on the stage, and there's a twerk off for somebody to get a free shot for their birthday. If you know about Baddies, if you know, you know. That's very much in their wheelhouse. There's this one girl named Summer Nother is her name. She
Summer
gets on the
Nunn's
stage.
another.
Summer Nother. It's not her birthday, by the way. Uh, but she gets up on the stage and she starts twerking and doing her thing. And I would like to tell you that the stage is about from here to my arm's length. We are literally sitting next to the stage. Like, I'm actually
Front
trying
row
to
seats.
move so I can get into the stage is next to us. So we're not facing the front. We're actually on the side, like literally
Okay.
right here. And this girl bends over to do her twerking to face, like she's facing the audience. And when I tell you right here, she's not wearing underwear.
Oh, oh, all the
Joey and
naughty
I
in your
at the-
face.
Joey and I at the same time both went, ah! Pure roast beef hash
Oh,
right in my
no.
face.
Not roast beef hash. Oh. Oh.
This is why I'm gay. This is why I'm
Listen.
a gold star platinum gay. That, I don't,
I agree.
Fuck. Awful. Awful. Not for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have one. I think they're kind of gross.
But we're still talking about it. I can't believe that happened. Name your biggest celebrity fandom favorite TV show of all time. This is his. And he accidentally was sitting eye level across the way from these people. I could not pick a more perfect moment. Like he was like, I can die now. Like I can die. It was the best accident.
He saw his favorite celebrities, Nani. I'm trying to think how I would react if I saw my favorite female celebrities downstairs.
Vagina.
I don't know if I'd be happy about it or not. I don't know if it would disappoint me or make me proud. I'm not sure. How does one react to that? Vaginas are gross. they're like gross. Not for me.
So yeah, it was a really unexpected, strange Sunday. But Baddie, shot o'clock. If you know, you know.
Well, that sounds fun and a little fishy, but it sounds fun.
It was definitely fishy.
Ew, don't breathe in. Was it you that told me to watch 4 Seasons on Netflix?
Did you watch?
When I tell you, hooked. That is the funniest fucking cast. The writing is so brilliant.
We're talking Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Carrie Kenny, Coleman Domingo, who plays a gay character who is fucking hilarious in this show.
Is he the Italian?
No, Coleman Domingo is the black guy.
Oh.
The Italian is Marco Calvani.
He cracks me up.
Yeah. So funny. The gay couple, the Italian and the black guy, Derek Domingo, who his name is Danny. They're so funny. The way that they talk to each other cracks me up. And they have an open relationship on the show. It was interesting for me as a gay person, and that being something that's so common in our culture that you just put there. I don't know if they were trying to like normalize this polyamorous kind of thing. And yes, it is common in our culture, but that show isn't for our culture. So I'm not sure how I felt about that piece. Like, why we got to be telling everybody our business? Like, not everybody needs to know what happens in our
the
community.
bedroom. Mm-hmm.
Well, not even our bedroom. I don't care about the bedroom, but like some things need to stay. Like, we are fighting for our rights and trying to convince people that we are not sexual predators. Can we not make monogamy something that's not having to be talked about? Like, what are we doing?
I think that's
anyway,
that's
funny.
a good point. That's a really good point. I mean, I have to say, I didn't think of it that way. I think maybe, I don't know if it's just because I'm more exposed to the gay community and the culture and the ins and outs of it because of you. I felt like it felt normal watching it to me. They did really they kind of just slipped it in there though. Like out of nowhere. I was like, oh, here we are. There's a third person in that bedroom.
Yeah. If it was for gay culture, like if it was marketed toward gay people, there's some really great Netflix shows that are very centered around gay culture. And they talk about those kind of, like, it's hilarious. It's very much like, very similar to like Tyler Perry stuff or other people that are from different cultures. There's colloquialisms and euphemisms and things like that that are very specific to those cultures. I feel like that's one of them. Like, I don't know, maybe polyamory is becoming normalized in a lot of different, like, we're not the ones invented open relationship. For the record, I do not have one. That is not for me. We have had that conversation. We're not open relationship people.
It's basically the story. Honestly, I think it's kind of a bigger picture of like how much things can change in a short amount of time. So it's the story of this group of friends over the course of a year and how much things change within that year, within the different couples, and then like the interpersonal relationships between everybody involved in this friend group. And it really is, I mean, I think it's one of the most indicative shows of our time, to be honest.
It's very off the cuff and witty, funny. Like Steve Carell goes through this whole midlife crisis thing, but it's just the shit that he does. It's just hilarious.
By the way, is it just me, or is he like getting better with age? Like, he looks good.
Steve Carell looks amazing. Even I was like, oh, hey, daddy.
The salt and pepper on him.
41-year-old man. Amazing. He is aging gracefully.
Yeah, I mean, so is Tina Fey. I think she looks great too.
People should watch it. It's really good. Yeah. The writing is really well. It's a quick, easy watch. It's totally easy watch. It's one of those binge-worthy shows. Joey and I watched the whole thing in less than 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. Let's get into our favorite news segment. And I hate that it's a favorite, but Diddy Do It. Let's talk about
Diddy Do It. Diddy Diaries. There's so many things you could do with Diddy.
So if you are, I don't know, living in a box at the bottom of the ocean and you don't know the Diddy trials going on, girl, just open the internet. So we are now in week 2 of talking about it, but there's so much happening so fast because the trial is every single day. There are 2 big things that I want to talk about. One's the opening statement and kicking off, and Cassie gave her testimony from the prosecution side.
It's crazy. It's so fucking crazy.
I like can't breathe.
Yeah. Before we go into this, guys, like, I do want to give us all a quick trigger warning. What we're going to talk about is all very graphic. So if this is something that is going to not feel good to you, I highly recommend you just skip ahead. This is not a televised trial. So we're getting all of our information from the superheroes who are providing all the content to us from court every single day. There's so much content to consume. It's kind of hard to keep up, but don't worry. That's why we're keeping up for you. So I want to start with some of the witness testimonials, which have been like really fucking wild. One of them that stuck out to me, and this one came out either at the end of last week or the beginning of this week. And I don't know if this person I think this person was either selling drugs for Diddy or getting drugs for Diddy. I'm not 100% sure, but this was fucking crazy. I don't know if you heard this. So this guy, Diddy, like, referred to him as the snitch, right? And to punish this guy, he brought him into one of the parties that Diddy was throwing. He had kidnapped him. No, it wasn't a freak off. It was like a
regular party.
Yes, but like then brought into some of the more private parts of the house. So this witness literally described this experience. He got kidnapped. He was drugged and brought to Diddy's house, stripped of all of his clothes. Okay. They put a black rubber mask on him and started parading him around some of the private rooms. And this is where it gets interesting. He recalls someone talking directly to Beyonce Knowles. And then he hears Beyonce, once he walks into the room being paraded around naked with a mask over his head, he hears Beyonce go, "What is this? What are you making me a part of right now?" Verbatim is how he describes it. So I think that's why Beyonce and Jay-Z are being brought up, because while they might not have participated, they saw some of the abuse that was happening but didn't necessarily say anything. They then brought this man up onto like some sort of ottoman. I don't know if this was in front of Beyonce and Jay-Z or not, or just Beyonce. I don't think so. Sexually abused him. Put something like in the mask where, because it had a hole for his mouth, put something in the mask to make him perform oral sex. He couldn't breathe. And that is like the recount from one of the witnesses at one of these parties.
I mean, that sounds like my 20s. I'm kidding. We're not going to say that. All I can tell you is I'm obsessed with this whole case. I don't know why. It's so tragic. It's so terrible, but I can't stop watching. Like,
it's like a train wreck.
It's driving past a car accident that you know is going to be really bad, but you can't look away. But I mean, Jay-Z and Diddy have been close for years. Jay-Z knows something. Like, if this guy's statement is true, and like, he heard Beyonce's voice. I mean, that voice is very recognizable.
Well, and I guess someone referred to her. And you guys, please go follow 50 Cent right now. He is outing Jay-Z. He is trolling Jay-Z so fucking hard right now through this trial.
Oh my God. Not the hero we asked for, but the hero we need. He had this post of like playing the song Just the Two of Us. It was just all these photos of Jay-Z and Diddy throughout the years.
Yeah.
Just
laughing
laughing, being friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all are crazy.
Oh God, 50 Cent is a great person. Just for a little laugh in all this serious trial stuff, highly recommend. But yeah, so that was one of the recounts from the witnesses that like stuck out to me like a sore fucking thumb. Probably not just because of like the heinous act of it, but because Beyonce was there. Allegedly.
Yeah, but the Flores case too with that cop, like he ended up going there, seeing, I think it was something about like this black male wearing all black. He noticed that there was some shit going down. Diddy offered him money. He's like, I don't want your money. He's like, you didn't see anything. It's just wild. The extortion. They're trying to frame it as a RICO case. And I don't know. Like they haven't gotten to the RICO stuff yet, or any of the racketeering. I mean, RICO. Oh my God, what does RICO stand for now? That's on the tip of my fucking tongue. It's an actual charge that was developed for mafia, racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization. So they're trying to get, part of it is the RICO charges, racketeering we talked about last time. But they haven't gotten to any of that yet. But they prosecution opened with their star, probably not the only star, but their main witness, Cassie. And the things this woman, like I have goosebumps just thinking about the tragedy. I hate that she went through all this. It is juicy as hell to listen to, but it like the trauma that this woman's going to be going through for the rest of her life is insane. Yeah. Some of the things that she said in her testimony, I mean, I think we all knew, but blew my mind what she went through for 11, 12, 14 years with this man. Yeah. All the way down to even in 2023 when he was doing some shit, or you know, when she finally got away from him in 2018, and then he like came up and sexually assaulted her in 2018. Like that's practically yesterday. But they met in 2000, and this all started 2008? 2008 is when I think it really started.
Almost the tens.
Yeah, it's just crazy to hear all these aliases that she had. I think one, she was like Jackie Star, Veronica Banga. I was like, these are not aliases. This is not a sex party. This sounds like a drag queen brunch. Like, it's just wild. It is absolutely wild for all the things that they made her do.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy too, because when she describes it, I mean, she said she was 18 or 19 when all of this started. Yeah. And she's like, you have to understand, like, I was a very young girl. She's like, it's not like I had like this vocabulary to describe to people what was happening to me either. And she was like, it was Diddy, this huge powerhouse of a person, this like, she called him like larger than life person. She was like, I was in love with him and I wanted to make him happy at the same time, which is where in the cross-examination that happened today, Thursday, that's where the defense is really hitting hard, because they are saying this was consensual between adults. Right. Like, you know, this she agreed to do all of these things, and it's tough because in her cross-examination, they're asking her questions like, were you in love with him? Yes. There's messages where she's like, I'm so in love with you. I don't know what I would do without you, or like, I can't remember my life before you. And y'all, I gotta say, I'm a little concerned because like all of this, like this man is disgusting, but like I'm so worried that he is going to get off on some of these charges because she was an adult and has text messages that she agrees to the freak offs. Like it's all in writing.
Totally agree. I think to your point though, and we're talking really, really young, very impressionable from a powerhouse, It's very manipulative. She said and put in a statement that she didn't want to do those things. There was a lot of fear because he was very abusive. She talked about the different types of drugs that she would do just to numb herself before and after, the types of drugs. She was doing GHP. She was doing ecstasy. She was doing ketamine. She admitted to doing all these drugs because she needed to numb herself, or they were being forced down her throat. He would make her have sex until she was physically ill. And he would
and
say,
then he'd make her keep going. Yeah.
Keep going. He would destroy hotel rooms. She talked about being peed on and stuff like that, to the point that she's choking and can't breathe. Like, it was just wild. And the things that she would have these male escorts would do, and she would have to go find these people and then vet them to make sure that they weren't cops. And so all of that is crazy. Like, for me, why would anybody say that they're doing those things trying to numb themselves? Be like, oh yeah, this is totally consensual. It's totally fine. But I think to the point that you said too, and this is maybe something that is a little bit more broad, is when you're in these situations of abusive, and I mean physically abusive relationships, there is all this testimony and video and everything. Not only we saw what happened in 2016, but there's testimony of like the physical whelps on her face from him beating her. Her mother has talked about it. And so it also makes me think about when women get into abusive situations and they often say, I love him, it's hard for them to leave. You know, you hear a lot of that similar stuff, that they're afraid to leave. They're afraid to leave because of their lives or their child's lives, or that they can't take care of themselves. Where am I going to go? He didn't mean to do that. It gets very confusing. I can only imagine what it'd be like at 19, 20 years old to go through all of that and to feel that fear of somebody like, and we're talking about people that have nothing. Imagine if you now have somebody that had keys to every kingdom that you ever knew about, and that, well, who would trust me? This is P. Diddy we're talking about. Who's going to trust me? And this might be coming from me speaking from, I understand from my male privilege. And I've never been in that vulnerable situation before. So like, as a woman, walk me through that mindset.
You know, I feel like Cassie is she's going to be questioned a lot from the general public of like, okay, well, you stayed, you kept going. And I think a lot of women end up on that side of the road. But if you've never been through something like that, it is really hard to understand. When you are what you think is love, right? Like, and this goes for abusive relationships and non-abusive relationships. You will do anything for that person. And when you are in these abusive relationships, and this is similar to what I imagine it's like with Diddy, everybody else sees this person as lively, fun, kind, friendly, and behind closed doors, it isn't always like that. And behind closed doors, sometimes it is. And when it's good, it's really good. And when it's bad, it's really fucking bad. But no one knows that it's happening because these people are really good at hiding that side of themselves. And so you don't think people are going to believe you. And even when you do tell people, they're like, oh, maybe you're overreacting a little bit. And so then you start to think you're reacting. And then you start to blame yourself, because people that do that to women are not okay. People that do that to women, put their hands on women, scream at women, have some severe internal issues, and they're the most narcissistic people, and they put on a show, right? And as the woman in the relationship, you believe the show too. And you believe that there's good in there because you believe so much in the good that you start to ignore the bad. So my heart just like hurts for her. And that's like the most severe abuse you could probably ever experience. And in the time, especially in the beginning, she probably didn't know that it was abuse.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense because, I mean, my mother went through the same thing, according to her. You know, what she tells me is, I mean, that's one reason why she left my father and why our grandfather will kill that man where he stands if he ever sees him, is because he was incredibly physically abusive. I mean, I was 6 months old. Apparently I was a victim as well, but I don't remember.
Right.
But I always am interested in hearing from a woman's perspective and stuff. But, and maybe it's because I was raised, when it comes to my flight or fight response, I'm a fighter. You run at me, I'm going to run right at you too. I'm a fighter. And I don't know, it's because I've been fighting my whole life. I don't take shit from nobody. I've had to take up for myself, that kind of thing. And if somebody wants to throw a punch, I'm going to throw one right back. So, but again, I understand that that is my male privilege to be able to take that kind of space up, and I understand that not all women probably feel that empowerment or feel that they can. So I'm always interested to hear from a woman exactly like how paralyzing that might be.
Well, and you have to remember how her age too. Like,
Right.
I mean, a lot of women allow that to happen at any age, but it does typically happen to younger women just because of, they're not fully emotionally developed. And we have to remember there's a huge power imbalance here, like
Yeah.
astronomical power imbalance. And
100%.
typically abusive relationships tend to stem from power imbalances in some way, shape, or form, not necessarily age or actual power and money, but some form of it. So, it's really, really fucking crazy. And you know what's like so even more crazy to me? Like some of these things that she had to do and that these escorts had to do, like, how do you get to a place of arousal where like that's what's going to get you there? Like you have to be so like
Sick. You're fucking sick in the head. You are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Something is wrong with you. Someone took your wires and they put the black to the black and the red to the red. Your wires are not wired right. You are a fucking sick individual and you need to be hospitalized. Like,
yeah.
what? It's crazy the kind of stuff
Yeah.
they did. And like, even with like, I mean, the whole baby oil situation, like, and I know I made a joke last time, but they really did fill up a baby pool with baby oil.
They did. 50 Cent posted an AI picture of it.
That
It's
actually,
funny.
she testified that it actually happened, and I predicted the future.
You did.
Right.
Well, you predicted
They
the
went
past.
through 10 bottles in one sitting one
Yeah.
time just because she had to be lathered the whole time. Wild.
Yeah, and I guess if she wasn't like glistening enough, the light wasn't right. Oh, he was just so over controlling about all of it. Do you know what my theory is? I feel like a lot of the uber rich people are involved in these like weird sex things, and I truly think it's just because they have so much money that they get everything that they want all the time. The instant gratification just like totally screws up with their dopamine and their serotonin, and they need freaky fucking shit to feel something. That's what I think, because they just
Great
have
point.
too much money to throw at life. I think that's what
Great
it is.
point. I totally agree. Money changes people, bitch. People get too big for their britches, but I think it changes you psychologically. Yeah, serotonin, to the point. What brings you joy anymore when everything you've ever, quote, wanted or anything you have access to literally anything, then what brings you joy?
Yeah.
What do you have
I
to look
think it
forward
is.
to if you have nothing to look forward to? It all just shows up.
Yeah. So I'm excited I'm not excited because this is all really awful, but it really is so juicy to eat up. They're finishing the cross-examination of Cassie today. So I'm curious to see what else comes out. So far, the defense is kind of ripping her apart. So we'll see how it plays out, and we'll obviously talk about that next week. But y'all, shit's juicy.
I believe
Gotta stay on top of
everything
it.
she's saying. I believe everything she's saying.
100%. 110%.
And here's why. I don't think, at least I haven't seen, I don't think she's trying to capitalize on this. I don't think, like, she's not
No.
getting in front of cameras all the time. She's not trying to sell something. She's not trying to sell her story. She's not trying to be like, I'm going to tell you the most scandalous stuff so that I can benefit from it somehow. She just wants to be alone with her man and her kids and her new little baby bump. She wants to move past this. She is saying that she's speaking out on this now is because she wants it to stop and she wants him to be punished and she wants this all to go away and be done.
Yeah.
What does she have to lose by telling her story? Even if it's, I don't know, 90% right, because it's been so many years and she doesn't remember details or whatever. I fully believe her. I think that you are scum.
too.
There's too many other people that have similar stories. And I think we have a longer list of people that are going to get on that stand. Like what you did with Kid Cudi's car alone with saying that you wanted him to watch it blow up. Other people heard you say that. Or the fact that you had one of these freak off parties, got up in the middle of the party when your bodyguard came in so that you could allegedly go rush out to go and find Suge Knight, who was at a diner nearby. Like, everyone saw that. Everyone knows what you're talking about. Why would she make that up? That has nothing to do with her. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely believe everything that she's saying. 100%. Yeah, we'll see. Ugh. Justice for Cassie. We're thinking about you, girl. You just watched the opinionated pod, the few episodes. Give yourself a laugh, girl, while you're in the trenches.
so busy, I don't
DJ,
even know what's going on in
this
the world.
fucking bird, this bird.
What kind of bird is it?
I don't know. I don't know birds. It's a little gray thing and it's quick and it just keeps flying into the fucking windows and it'll like fall down to the ground and then it flies up to the same goddamn window. You just tried that. You just tried that. It's not working. Look, it's right there. Do you see it? You can't see it. It's driving me so crazy. It's been in my house for an hour, and I swear to God, I'm going to have to disinfect my whole fucking house, and I know there's going to be bird droppings in my kitchen.
Just watching your face watch that bird, you're like...
It's dry. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know what to do. This has been, what time is it now? It's 3:00. He has been in my house for 2 hours. He has been in my house for 2 hours, running into the same window. How is he not dead?
It's really strange because I've had this happen to me several times, and I don't know how many people can say that they've had a bird. I have 2 very specific times this has happened to me. It was really fucking crazy. The first time I was house sitting with my best friend Tyler for Fran Drescher. And we were staying at her house. It was over Thanksgiving. This beautiful home overlooking the beach, giant doors, pocket doors that just opened wide up. So we had them open, and Tyler and I are just, hanging out at the house. And next thing I know, this bird flies into her house and is going apeshit crazy. And when I say crazy, this thing is running into walls, refrigerators, and I'm just like, this house is all windows. I can't, because what you're supposed to do is close all the blinds, close everything, and make it really dark, and have one spot that has light so that it goes toward the light, like at a window, like at a bee or a fly or any other dumb thing that goes to the light. And that's not possible in this house. And so I have this broom, and I'm like trying to push it out of this antique multi-million-dollar chandelier, and it's just like flying into, and I'm just like going crazy. Finally get out of the house. And another time, as I left my door cracked open so that Murphy could go in the first apartment, and a hummingbird got into my apartment, and I'm naked trying to swat this thing out of my. It was just wild. I get the whole bird thing. What the fuck? How does that happen? How is that common?
I don't know what to do. It's just hanging out, and I feel like, have you seen The Proposal with Sandra Bullock? And she's trying to get the hawk to take the Pomeranian instead of her phone. That's what I look like running around my house before I got on with you. I'm just trying. I'm like bird to the window to the wall, like. I literally look like I'm doing a fucking rain dance in my house to get this bird out. I don't know what to do.
How did the bird even get in to begin with?
Because I let Hutch out and I left the doors open for him, and we have a lot of birds because we live by the water, and there's so many fucking birds out, and I deal with this often, but typically they're out. This guy said, you know what? I'm going to stay in here. I'm just going to ricochet off all your windows and stress you the fuck out, bitch.
Hold up. So you have a common situation where birds fly in and out of your home?
Oh, yeah. This is normal. And so that's why I'm getting so irritated, because normally this is resolved by now. And it's been 2 hours.
Why the fuck are you leaving your doors open if this happens all the time?
Well, because I have to go do my makeup while Hutch is outside. And I'm just thinking about all the things its little bird feet have touched.
Birds are so
Birds are dirty. They carry diseases. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to have a fucking beak.
No, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to have sores.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow with sores and a beak, and I'm going to be... Connor's going to... This is
your
how
gnarly feet, your bird, your everything is just... You're gonna
Connor's going to wake up in the morning and he's going to roll over, and I'm just going to be like... Ah!
Bitch, you better shed and molt all those feathers before you come to my house next week.
I'm going to bring you the bird flu to LA.
The fuck you will. I'm going to go feed you to that homeless man outside wielding lead pipes at people.
All right, let's get into I Need Your Opinion. Are you ready? I met this guy on Hinge. The convo started really great, and we started exchanging phone numbers. Anyway, we've been texting for quite a while, and it slowly turned into a little bit of sexting. Ooh.
As it always does.
Nude photos, late night chats, the whole bit. We obviously have great chemistry, so I keep trying to meet up with him in person, but he keeps dodging me. Is this weird? Should I be concerned?
2 thoughts come to mind. First of all, Molly, you in danger, girl. And I'm going to tell you why. This man has another life. If if there is this engagement of ooh, I am interested in you, yes, mama, but he won't act on it. Why? Why? Why not? If he lives right down the road, what's stopping him from, yeah, let me buy you a drink. What's up? Because clearly, if we're exchanging photos of our genitalia, then I am expecting to see and interact with said genitalia. So why don't you want to interact with my genitalia? Do you know what I mean?
Not interacting with genitalia.
Why don't you want to interact with my genitalia? Like, you have seen it. I am literally presenting it to you, and you're saying, ooh, yeah, I want it. And then I'm like, all right, we'll come and get it. And now all of a sudden you're like, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. Like, what do you mean that you won't meet up with me? So are you married? Like, what's the issue? But if you're literally trying to make plans with this guy and he won't meet up, something ain't right. So there is something rotten in the state of Denmark. I smell a rat.
Yeah. That, or he's catfishing the heck out of you and he's just some yucky man in his mama's basement and
In
he's
his
just
mama's
using pictures.
basement, girl.
Yeah.
Basement.
I mean, I do have follow-up questions. Like, if you guys have FaceTimed, I don't know if that's like the only way it wouldn't be catfishing in my mind is if you guys have like actually FaceTimed and maybe you did a little FaceTime sex. But it's still odd that he won't meet up with you. Like, you need to love him and leave him. Love him online and leave him, girl. There's other boys on Hinge.
Right. I need proof of who you are. I need
Proof of life.
I need you to send me a selfie of you holding up today's newspaper in front of a mirror. Like, I need to know that you are real. I need to, like, you can give me a redacted birth certificate. I need to know that you are a real person. And it's true, girl, there are other people out there. You giving this man too much of your time.
Also, like, I don't know. The way AI works, you never know. He could be a bot, too. He might just not even be a person, which I don't know if it's better or worse than someone in
Is
their
AI
basement.
sending dick pics now? Like, should I be concerned? I mean, it shouldn't be concerned.
Probably.
I have a boyfriend, but when did AI start sending nudes?
AI can do anything. People are going to start having serious relationships with AI soon. People are going to be canoodling with
now I'm going to go
artificial
on ChatGPT
intelligence.
and tell it to give me make me a photo of the best penis you have ever seen. Like,
Do it.
what?
See what it says. I would not be surprised. You just get this huge hairy dick pic from ChatGPT. He's no go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, block this man's number. Block this robot's
Yeah.
number. Block this 10-year-old's number. Block this some man in Ethiopia that's going to end up asking you for a $10,000 loan because his mom broke down. His mom's car broke down. Girl, go. There are other men out there for you.
Yeah. Stop sexting him. Just, you're
Don't
giving
stop sexting. Just stop sexting.
Stop sexting this man. You're giving him your internet nanny. Like, it's too much. And he won't even meet up with you. No.
At this point, stop giving it out for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Or start an OnlyFans and make him pay for it.
Have you ever thought about doing an OnlyFans?
No. Well, okay. I think everyone's had a passing thought. I think everyone has been like, wow, I could be making so much more money right now, for sure. But have I ever actually seriously considered doing it? No. No, I haven't.
I don't think I could do it. Like, I don't think I want to do it. I think I'd be a great producer. I think I'd be a great, like, let's do this angle. You turn that way. That's not sexy. Move your foot. Let's wipe your feet. Like, I think I'd be really good at producing sex videos.
Oh, maybe that's your new calling.
Is there money in that?
Probably. There's a lot of money in all kinds of porn. I wouldn't be the best model. During my boudoir shoot, my photographer kept being like, you need to point your fucking toes. Like, there would just be this like beautiful, sexy photo, just like nipples abound. And then there's my toes, like doing this at the bottom of the picture. And there's actually some videos that are like so fucking crazy. Literally, like, I'm just like, boobies, everything else. And then at the bottom of the picture is my feet. It's hard. It's like these gnarly, and like you've seen my feet. They're not cute. Yeah. So
you got your mama's toes.
Yeah. See, she says she's mom. Ask mom. She's like, I've got the cutest little feet. She doesn't. She's like little stumpy things. I've got in
Your
between her and
toenails
Dad.
are not even real. What do you mean, cute?
I've
feet?
got-
Get outta here.
My second toe looks like ET's head.
What does that even mean?
Like, I don't want to put it on the screen because I feel like people
I was
will
gonna
sell
say,
it.
lift your foot up, bitch.
I kind of want to. Should I?
What you got? Let me see.
Wait.
She's got her feet up.
Do you see it? Doesn't it kind of look like ET's head the way it's shaped? Look at that. Right? No? Was that inappropriate?
No, it's just hilarious. I love that you put your feet up.
I'm really glad
It's not
they're
inappropriate.
clean.
It's feet. It'd be inappropriate if you like got on stage and twerked with no underwear
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be doing that. I also can't twerk, so.
in public. Neither could she. She just bent over to show everyone her sandwich.
Not a sandwich!
Girl, it looked like a roast beef sandwich. It was awful.
Gross. Well, I'm so excited to see you next week. I'll see you in person. Next time I see you, it'll be in person.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for you guys to get here. It'll be fun.
I can't wait. Me too.
All right. Well, I will see you in a few days.
Can't wait. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye, everybody.